Hello and welcome back to Mobile Marketing for Restaurants. Bigger checks, more frequent visits, new diners, and referrals. I'm Frank Felker, founder and president of the Customer Factory, and as always, I trust that you are the owner or manager of an independent restaurant who's interested in learning more about mobile marketing and how you might make some money with it. Today is the third and final webinar in my Mobile Marketing Mastery for Restaurants webinar series. Webinar number 1 was an introduction to mobile marketing. Webinar number 2, we created a fictional restaurant called Mama Sophia's Pasta Palace in order to look at some specific strategies and tactics. Today's webinar, we're going to introduce my Quick Start Success System, and I'm very excited to present to you what I've put together. There's a lot of value here, and it is a guaranteed way to get up and running and making money, most importantly, with mobile marketing within 90 days. But before we get to that, I want to stress to you that if you have not yet seen webinars 1 and 2, much of what I'm about to present to you may not make a lot of sense. There's a number of terms and phrases that I will use that were explained in the first 2 webinars. And if you truly are interested in learning more about mobile marketing and how to make money with it, you really need to watch these other 2 webinars as well to get yourself an education. The first webinar is available at bit.ly/MMFRI, which is Mobile Marketing for Restaurants Introduction. Second webinar is at bit.ly/MMFRST, which is Mobile Marketing for Restaurant Strategies and Tactics. Please pause the video right now, write down those URLs, go watch those videos, and then come back and join us here for webinar number 3. Okay, let's get started. Today's webinar, we're going to talk about why the time is now for you to get started with mobile marketing at your restaurant. I'm going to tell you exactly what you get in my Quick Start Success System, exactly what it costs, and exactly what it could be worth to you in terms of short-term revenue and long-term valuation of your restaurant. I'm going to show you how you can see exactly what return on investment you're getting and how I guarantee that you will make money back on this program, and that if you don't, you can step away from it at any time after the initial 90 days. And I'm also going to, at the very end, make it easy for you to get started with this program. So speaking of get started, let's do it. Now, it's really important for you to start moving ahead with this as soon as possible. And clearly, I believe this, and I want to, as best I can, impart to you my belief and passion on this topic here at this point in the webinar. I want to show you share with you a couple of statistics I recently became aware of that are really critical in this area. Mobile is, even big companies like Google and Facebook and some other large companies of this type have been caught kind of flat-footed with how quickly people are moving away from desktop PCs and laptops to mobile devices. And you have an opportunity right here to get out in front of that curve. But let me give you an idea of what this means to you as far as how quickly things are moving. A survey was done, and the data just came out last month, that says that when someone is looking for a local restaurant on their phone, within 64% of the people searching for a local restaurant on their phone end up sitting down and eating at a restaurant they found on their phone within 60 minutes. Let me repeat that. Almost 2/3 of the people searching for a restaurant on their phone are hungry and they're looking for a place to eat right now, and they will be seated and eating within 60 minutes of finding the restaurant they decide to eat at on their phone. Now, that sounds great, and it's clear that mobile is a great channel through which you can draw in diners. But here's the ugly side of this same statistic. Of local searchers, local mobile searchers, and by that I mean people searching for a local product or service on their smartphone, 80% of them will turn away if they come to your site and it's not mobile optimized. If you don't know what a mobile optimized website is, you need to go back to watching webinars 1 and 2. Let me tell you again what that means. Let's say I'm looking for a restaurant. And boom, here it is. This is exactly the one I want. I did a search on Google on my phone, and up comes Mama Sophia's Pasta Palace, and I click on the link there in Google search results, and it takes me to Mama Sophia's webpage, but unfortunately, it takes me to her webpage that was created and designed to be viewed on a computer and not on a mobile phone. I can't read the words because they're too small. I can't navigate through the website because I can't find the navigation buttons. I will hit the back button and go and find another website that does have mobile optimization, and I will spend my money with them. So let me just repeat that. 2/3 of restaurant searchers sit down and eat within 60 minutes. 8 out of 10 people searching for any local product and service will not engage with your website if it isn't mobile optimized. All of this adds up to mean that if you don't currently have a mobile optimized website, and if you're not sure whether you have one or not, I guarantee you don't have one. If you don't have a mobile optimized website right now, it is costing you money right now. Another reason why it's important for you to move ahead as soon as possible is, as I talked about in webinar number 1, the chain restaurants are way ahead of you. At every level, the snack and burger chains, the casual dining chains, the fine dining chains even are way ahead of you on this. I understand, they're big. Many of them are nationwide. They've got IT departments and they've got the budgets to test and tweak and get it just right before they roll it out. You're an independent restaurant owner. You don't have all of that. But you know what you do have? You have me. I'm right here in front of you right now. The sooner you get started with this, the sooner you will start making money with this. So another reason, why wait? How long are you going to wait? When are you going to get started, if not today? And finally, this truly is a limited offer. And I'm not trying to jerk your chain on this. I don't know how long I will be able to offer this package. As you will see, it's quite an in-depth package. Offer this package at this price. My anticipation is that there's going to be very strong demand for this, and it may well be that by the time you do decide to move ahead with it, this package at this price will no longer be available. So exactly what is in this package? As I said earlier on, I'm going to show you exactly what you get, exactly what it costs, and exactly what it could mean to you in terms of value. Let's start with exactly what you get. First off, you get a beautiful, customized for your restaurant with your colors, your logo, your everything, mobile optimized website. If you don't know what that means, again, please go back and refer to the previous webinars. It includes all the features that you see here on this slide. I'm going to get a little bit more into detail with each of them, as well as all the buttons that you see on the website on the left side of the screen. Let's start with the click to call button. It's called Call Us there at the top of the menu on this phone. You click the call button and up pops this screen. It's pre-populated with your phone number. The person just hits call in the lower right corner and they go right through to you. The tap to map button, which is just below that, they click that. Up pops a Google Maps page with your location pinpointed, and depending on the functionality of the phone, they can get turn-by-turn directions by GPS, or you know how getting directions in Google Maps works. It makes it easy for people to find you, and this is a critical aspect of success with mobile marketing. We also allow you to, as part of this package, have one mobile accessible video embedded into your mobile website. You don't know what a mobile accessible video is? Please refer to the previous webinars. This does assume, however, that you already have a video ready for us to put in there. If you don't, we can explain to you very quickly how you can make one that will be a good sort of overall coverage of your restaurant that we can plug in there. You can do fairly easily, even with a smartphone. You also get 4 mobile menu pages. As with everything else with mobile, you just don't go into as much detail on a mobile app or a mobile optimized site as you would on a regular site or even on the actual printed menu. You can, if you choose to, you can have pricing in there. I wouldn't recommend it because if the prices change, they're going to have to get changed here as well. And you can choose to put as much text description as you like, provided that you can provide that text to us in text format. But again, because this is mobile, I would not recommend it. I would just let the person searching, they just want to know right away, is this where I want to eat right now? When they get there, they'll look at the menu and decide exactly what they're going to order. We also, with all of our mobile websites, offer built-in Google Analytics. You can track everything that's going on with your site, how many visitors, which pages were most popular, what search terms were used to get people to your site, and so forth. All of the rich data analysis that's available in Google Analytics is available to you as part of this package. We also provide you with what's called the redirect code, so that people will come to your mobile site. If they find you on Google and hit the click button from a phone, it will redirect away from your regular site and come to your mobile site. Next, we set up your whole text promotion system, and this involves quite a bit of work. First off, we get the back office going with all of your correct data, all the buckets that you want to have put back there in terms of different segments of your text list. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please go back to the previous webinars. We get everything set up for you so that you're ready to roll with this, and it's a little bit tedious and it takes quite a bit of time, but we take care of it because it's one of those things where if we put the time in ahead of time to make sure it's right, it makes it easy for you to go on a going forward basis to just pull the trigger and start moving ahead. Part of that is also we will create your first 3 opt-in promotions with you. And we, for example, this promotion is a become a Mama Sophia's mobile VIP and we'll buy you a drink. You text Sophia to 72727, which puts them in your database, and then they get a text back that they show to their server, and the server then uses that coupon to take $5 off their check when they order a cocktail. So that's your first opt-in thing, and we provide you with a poster for your first opt-in that you can put in the front window, put wherever you like. Then your second opt-in concept, we create a flyer for you. This particular one is a trivia contest. Are you truly a University of Kentucky basketball fan? We'll see about that, see how well you do by answering trivia questions about the team. You type text UK trivia to 72727 and you're in our database. Thirdly, we'll also give you a table tent setup. This one could be, for example, about a contest. You know, enter our get a cheeseburger a week for the next 52 weeks deal. Contests are a great way to get people to opt in, but the point I'm trying to drive at is you get 3 different opt-in programs created. We help you with it, and we create all the graphics here, provide you with high-resolution PDFs that you can then get printed, and you're ready to go and begin getting people to opt in. We take care of it for you. Next, we do training. We do live training with you personally, over the internet and over the telephone. We also record that training session so that you can refer to it at any time. You also will get access to 24 pre-recorded training videos that cover every element of the text platform so that at any time, 24/7, you can find the answer to a question you might have. We also provide, as part of this package, 3 months of hosting for your mobile optimized website and the text platform. It's important that you have one company do all this for you. That way there's no finger pointing. Well, that's not my job. That's his job. I'm sorry, I can't help you. No. If there's any issue, you just call us. We take care of it. Provide all the actual physical hosting, the technical support, and all the reporting that you need. We also offer, as part of this package, again, in an effort to make it a complete, well-rounded package that'll get you up and going right away, 5 redirectable QR codes and 5 unique keywords. Again, I would refer you back to the previous webinars, but I don't think I explained what a redirectable QR code is. Most QR codes, once you print it and you put it out there on a printed piece of paper, on a billboard, on the side of a truck, in a menu, wherever it is, where that QR code redirects someone's phone is locked in stone. It cannot be changed. And that can be a problem if the video that it points them to has been pulled down off the web. If the information that it refers to is no longer correct because of some change that has been made. There are just a million ways that whatever you pointed that QR code to in the past is not the right place for them to go now. And the problem with it is the QR code exists out there in the physical universe. Anyway, we offer you, as part of this package, 5 redirectable QR codes where you can change where the QR code sends the person's phone at any time. It also includes hosting. It has to be hosted out there because it's actually alive and can be changed at any time. Also give you 5 unique keywords such as Sophia at 72727, Lions Club at 72727, and so forth, so that you can segment out your lists in 5 different ways. Each of these are on a regular rate card, $25 each is a total of 10. It's $250 value. Now, in addition to the things that you can put your finger on as far as how much they cost, much like the MasterCard commercial, an hour of us talking together on the phone, you and me, is literally priceless in terms of the value it brings to making sure that your mobile marketing program takes off and starts making money for you. We're going to talk about your restaurant, what you're trying to accomplish, both short-term and long-term. We're going to talk about your competitive marketplace, who your diners are, what the story is with the demographics of the people who live nearby. We're going to talk about the different features of your restaurant, like a brick pizza oven, like a wine bar, like a you name it, any different features that you have. We're going to talk about different things you do during different days of the week. We're going to talk about all the different ways that you currently advertise and how we can add a mobile layer to all those to help increase the effectiveness of them and track the effectiveness of all your other marketing programs. We are going to agree together, you and I, on the action plan of how we're going to launch this thing and how we're going to make sure that this thing is up and running and kicking butt right out of the gate. Now, that's a lot of different things I just told you that you get in this program. Let me just recap for you. As you can see, I'm pretty excited about this. I really am very excited about this because with the amount of time that I've put into it, I'm convinced that I have put together a program which absolutely will work for you and begin making money for you. So let's recap what you get. First off, you get the mobile website with the click to call, the tap to map, the 4 menu pages, everything that we saw there. You also get our setup of your platform. Text platform with the graphics and the different buckets and all of the correct database information in there, as well as all the training, the live training and the 24 recorded video trainings. You also get 3 months hosting at $199 a month. You also get the 5 unique keywords and the 5 redirectable QR codes. All of this adds up to $1,645. And if I were to come to you and say $1,645, please, let's get started, you may well react in a negative way to that. So what I have done, again, in an effort to bring you all of the value and make it easy for you to say yes, I'm saying no, not $1,645. I put this entire package together for less than 25% of that retail cost. $399 is all it costs for you to get started and to get this thing going for 90 days. And as I will show you shortly, you will know exactly after 90 days what this has generated for you in terms of return on investment. Now, not only do you get $1,645 worth of value, if you recall, you also get the priceless planning session. But I'm going to add one more bonus on here to make it easy for you to say yes. And for some of you out there, now when you hear this, you may think, shoot, I would have paid $399 just for this bonus. And here's what it is. I will create an additional 6th keyword, 6th bucket, 6th database segment in your back office for all of your staff members' cell phone numbers so that you at any time can send a text blast out to all of your staff, certain groups of your staff, individual members of your staff, and they can never say, oh, didn't see your call, I missed a voicemail, your email went into my spam folder, the sun got in my eyes. You know the drill. This will allow you at any time to communicate instantaneously in a manner which they literally cannot dodge from. And if they do try to dodge from it, well, that's between you and them. But this is something that just makes it really easy for you to communicate on a drop of the hat basis for whatever reason. So that's great. $1,645 worth of normal rate card charges for $399. That tells you exactly what it costs. I also told you exactly what you get. Now I'm going to tell you exactly what this could mean to you in terms of money in your pocket from this program. What we're going to do is we're going to use the fictional Mama Sophia's restaurant, fairly good sized restaurant, family restaurant. As I described, I won't go back through it again. But this is a large restaurant, and they're going to really work this program very strongly. So after their 90 days, their first 90 days, here's what it would look like for them. They would be getting net 7 signups per day. They're really working this thing. They've got a variety, 5 different buckets they're going in. They've got the all the advertising they're doing and all the community newsletters, the newspaper, the signage. Go back and watch what they're doing. This is not an unreasonable number of people signing up every day. They're also getting a 5% redemption rate. That means only 1 out of 20 people or 5 out of every 100 people to whom these promotions are sent are coming in and redeeming them. It's very conservative, and actually it's a little bit below national average. Keep in mind, you may think, wow, 5% coupon redemption. We never get that with our printed coupons. course you don't, for all the reasons that were stated in the previous webinars. But keep in mind that these are people who have opted into your list, and they have chosen to remain in your list because every time they get a promotion from you, it's something good for them because it has specific value to them and it's of specific interest to them, as explained previously. So only getting 5% redemption rate is not a difficult level to achieve. Finally, we're going to say at Mama Sophia's that their average check size is $20. Now, I'm saying check size. That's amount of money per table, not per diner. What your average check size, you know better than I do. So based on those numbers, here's what Mama Sophia's experienced over the first 90 days. 90 days at 7 net signups would actually be 630, but I want to keep this as conservative as possible. We'll say they got 600 signups, or 600 people are in their list after 90 days. That means at a 5% redemption rate, they're getting additional 30 checks per week. And that also means 120 monthly checks at 4 weeks per month. There's actually 4.2 weeks per month, but again, I'm trying to keep this conservative. At that level and at a $20 per check average size, what they're generating a new weekly business after 90 days is $600. That's 30 new checks at $20 a check. And on a monthly basis, it's $2,400, which is 120 monthly checks at $20 per. After a year, if they kept growing their list at the same rate of 7 per day, they would have 2,400 people on their list. And on a monthly basis, those people at a 5% redemption rate and a $20 per check would be generating $9,600 in additional revenue on a monthly basis starting in month 13. And it would grow from $2,400 to $9,600 every month in between those 2 points in time. If they stayed at $2,400 and never added another person to their list after 12 months, the 12 months of the second year at $9,600 per month would mean an additional $115,200 in new revenue brought in by this program. Now, I'm going to show you here in a minute. You're going to say, well, wait a minute, my numbers are all different. Okay, here's what I got for you. I have a return on investment calculator for you. It's created in Microsoft Excel. All you have to do is email me or telephone me at the phone numbers that are listed throughout this presentation. I'll just tell you, 703-348-7390, or email me, frank@thecustomerfactory.com, and I will send this to you, no obligation. So what I'm showing you also here, in addition to the fact that I have this return on investment calculator, this is a actual client of ours. Place called Jake's Cigar Bar and Lounge in Lexington, Kentucky. And it's a very small place. They don't even serve food. I am not familiar with the ABC laws in Kentucky, but apparently it's okay to serve high-end liquor and high-end cigars and not cook any food there. So in any event, this is their actual experience over their first 90 days. Very small place. Their signups per day were about half of what Mama Sophia's were that I showed before. Their opt-out rate, their actual opt-out rate's 8%. Their size of their list after 90 days was 285 people. They got a 5% redemption rate. Their average check size was $22.37. And what this means is that on a new weekly revenue basis after 90 days, they were generating $318.96. On a monthly revenue basis, they're generating an additional $1,300 and almost $40. And keep in mind then, it's $199 a month for this program. Projecting forward at the way that they're growing right now, their total list size after 1 year will be 1,156 people. And again, at a 5% redemption rate and an average check size of $22.37, their new monthly revenue in the 13th month will be $5,432.87, and a 12-month run rate $65,194.41. These are real numbers, friends. And again, what I will say to you is, I'll send you this Excel spreadsheet. You plug in your own average check size, and we can talk about what number of signups per day you might expect. But do what you like. Start at the low end of 3.5 here. Go to the high end of 7 as I projected for Mama Sophia's. See how these numbers would work out for you. Now, I've shown you exactly what you get. I've shown you exactly what it costs, and I've shown you exactly what this could mean for you in terms of value for your company right now and going forward. Don't forget that additional revenue and additional profits that you bring in makes your company worth more when it's time for you and your family to sell it as a going concern. So you not only get the value today, but you also get the value at that time in the future. Here's how you get started right now. Go to bit.ly/mobile marketing for restaurants sign up. Enter your contact information, enter your credit card information, and then you'll see there that you'll be charged $399. Click enter. As soon as I receive the email from you with your contact information, I will contact you within 24 hours to schedule our kickoff telephone and web meeting. All I can tell you is if you go to that page, here's the point I'm trying to make. I'm not sure how long I'll be able to offer this package at this price. If you want to ask questions and you're not quite sure you want to pull the trigger, that's perfectly understandable. I'm not trying to push this on you. You can call me at the phone number you see in the lower right corner. You can email me, frank@thecustomerfactory.com. If you want to make sure that you get in on this program while it is still available, go to that page, put in the information, click the go button, and then we can talk just as soon as you'd like, and we can answer all of your questions at that time. If you happen to go to that page and you do not see an order form which will allow you to put in your information and order this package, that means that it's either been discontinued or it's been halted temporarily while we're trying to clear out our backlog load of orders. So give me a call. In that case, you will see something instead that tells you exactly that and when you can expect that we might get started, or it may well say we're no longer continuing this program. So now we've come to the end of this third and final webinar in my Mobile Marketing Mastery for Restaurants webinar series. We've talked about a lot of things. We've talked about exactly what mobile marketing is and what it can do for your restaurant, what the strategies and tactics are that you use to optimize your performance with mobile marketing. We've taken a look here in this final webinar about exactly what you will get in this Quick Start Success system, exactly what it will cost, and exactly what it could be worth to you going forward. So now the question is, are you going to pull the trigger on this right now? Now you may be feeling, well, I like it. It seems like a good idea, but I'm just not ready to spend the money on this right now. And that's certainly a legitimate perspective, and I will honor your perspective and your opinion on that. But let me give you 3 really strong reasons why you should go ahead with this right now. First off, it sounds harsh to say, but it is a fact. You're losing business right now because you don't have a mobile optimized website and you're not using a mobile text platform to blast out promotions to people who have opted in. I've shown you why that is and how that works throughout all 3 of these webinars, but I can't help but come back to that statistic I stated early in this last webinar about 64% of the people searching for a restaurant on their phone will sit down and eat at a restaurant they found in their search within 60 minutes. It's because they're hungry. They're looking for a place to eat right now. But even if they're not looking for a place to eat right now, if they're looking for a restaurant to take their sweetheart to this weekend or later on tonight or later on this week, if they're searching on their mobile phone and they come across your website but it's not mobile optimized, 8 out of 10 times they will turn away and go to someone else. So it's clear that the fact that you do not have a presence on the mobile platform is costing you business right now. The second point I'd like to reiterate is that I'm here for you right now. Right now, if you sign up for this program, we can work together on it personally, you and I, to get this thing up and running and making money for you within the next 90 days. And finally, I would say, if you're not going to do it now, let's say you really do like this program and you'd really like to do it, but for whatever reason you just don't want to do it right now. My question to you would be, if you're not going to do it right now, when are you going to do it later? Are you going to do it tomorrow, next week, next month? You know how it is. You're going to turn away from this webinar and something's going to happen. There's a diner with a complaint in the dining room. There's a fire in the kitchen. The host is called in sick. It's always something. You know better than I do. The fact is, right now is the time for you to take action on this. Because I will tell you that there is better than a 90% chance that if you don't do it right now, you're just never going to get back around to it, and it's not going to happen. And you will continue to lose money and lose business. And if you do at some future point decide to move ahead with it, this program may no longer be available. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I can't tell you how valuable it is to me. It is your most valuable asset. I appreciate so much you sharing it with me here through these webinars. Again, if you're ready to get started, go to bit.ly/MMFRSU. Put in your contact information, your credit card information. I will be in contact with you by telephone within 24 hours. If you would like to contact me and get more information in the meantime, you can email me, frank@thecustomerfactory.com. Telephone me, 703-348-7390. Or let's connect socially through one of the platforms you see buttons for at the bottom of this screen. Again, thank you so much for your time and attention. Again, my name is Frank Felker, and I hope that we'll be speaking together on the telephone very soon, launching your mobile marketing platform.